So guys, Arsenal beat Brighton today. Beat Brighton today 2-0. You know what I mean? And what do I think about the game? I don't even know. Because, hey, the beautiful part about the game is this: we get a victory. And that's what we want, right? In spite of how scruffy the game may look, you know what I mean? I mean, the first half anyway. You know what I mean? Because the first half wasn't pretty on the highs. But Arsenal managed the game well. You know what I mean? And to think that Arsenal made wholesale changes. Pretty much 11 persons was 11 persons with 4 teenagers. We had 4 teenagers on the field at the same time. You know what I mean? So Arteta was brave. You know what I mean? Arteta was brave. And I keep on saying to persons, I expected these changes. If you watch my charts, you will see that these changes I predicted pretty much. Right? Because we recruited well in the summer. And how are we going to say that we have a strong team if we cannot take our second 11 to play in a Carabao Cup and win? What kind of strong team would we have if that wasn't possible? So Arteta made a statement today. He showed person that we have a strong team. We use our second 11 and we went out there and we got the job done. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time. You know what I mean? We scored 2 goals, and it was 2 goals from open play as well. You know what I mean? So there was a little different to what's happening in this game from what's been happening in the previous game. Today we were in Corner FC. You know what I mean? Today we was Halen FC because the Halen boys did the job for us. You know what I mean? The assist was provided by Miles, Lewis Kelly to Ito Maneri, and the second goal was scored by none other than Starboy himself, Saka. You know what I mean? So it was a good game. You know what I mean? As I said, it was a managing game. Arsenal managed the game well. You know what I mean? I was crying out for some substitute to be made though, because at 1-0 that game was still kind of shaky to me. You know what I mean? So when the boys came in and put in that solidarity in that defense, you know what I mean, the Timber, the Gabriel, I was happy. Because right there and then, I knew the 3 points was secure. I predicted a 2-0 score, and the 2-0 scoreline was what it was. You know what I mean? I didn't see my defense getting breached. And it didn't. You know what I mean? So we move on to the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup, where we're going to take on Crystal Palace again. Crystal Palace again. Another derby, another London derby. Eze got to take on his people again. You know what I mean? But guess what? We're expecting to do the job. You know what I mean? That's what we do. Come on, Gunners.